Okay, so we're in here, in my living room, hooking up a Commodore 64. Yes. From 1982?
1982.
1982. And we're hooking it up to this block TV thing. And also, look at this brick of a power cord. It's almost the size of my hand.
Look at the power connection.
Look at...
It's bigger than your thumb.
Yes, the power connection is about the size of my thumb. And has to use one of these annoying things. I hated back when we had a NES. You still have to use this for the NES?
Mine?
Yeah.
Mine at home is RCA.
Oh, the one you have is RCA, unlike the one that we had back when we were younger that had to hook up with that thingy.
Yeah, mine's hooked up through RCA. I've gotten away as much as I possibly can from dealing with coax cables for my consoles because I have a billion of them. It doesn't work out too well.
Coax cables are a pain.
The interesting thing is look how many things can be crammed in here.
Yeah. So that's for memory storage, and that's the power cable. That's for a monitor, but we're using a TV. And what are these for?
That's serial.
Serial.
This is for the cassette drive.
Yes.
And this is, I believe this one is for the floppy disk drive.
Okay, show them how big the floppy drive disk that they used for this was.
Yeah, about like that.
Yeah, that big.
And a normal floppy disk that you normally recognize is like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking like this. And those were actually floppy.
They actually flopped?
Yes, they actually flopped. You could bend them, and then you could unbend them, and then put them in your disk drive, and they would work. But you couldn't crease them, because that would be bad. Because then the disk drive would not work.
Oh, that's nice.
So now we gotta cram this somewhere in that TV.
Oh, I always hated messing with those things. You're gonna have to move the whole TV.
You keeping up the Commodore?
No, I'm not, because it's from 1982. I'd never heard of it. It was thought of like 20 years before I was born. Well, not exactly that. I just didn't bother to do the math. But like, came out in 82. I was born in, something like that. Do you need like a flashlight or something?
Nope.
Oh, you can. Because I cannot see in there. Yeah, so, there's 2 arrow keys and no mouse. There's the arrow keys. And, man, all the keys are funky. Like, some of them are, the at button's in the wrong spot. And that's in the wrong spot. And what's wrong?
Just wait until you see some of the other things that's on there.
What the? Is that a Euro button? Is that a Euro button? I think that's a Euro button. Everything's in the wrong spot. Why is there a pi button? Run, stop, shift, lock, control, shift. I think that is the escape button. Return, restore. I don't even know, guys. I don't even know what half of these buttons are.
Our TV fails to recognize that it has a TV tuner on it.
A TV, what? Yeah, our TV does that. Now we can see the TV. I don't think we've ever used anything like this on this TV, Bob.
Well, it's just basic television signal.
Do you think we can put this on the flat screen in the kitchen?
We did it last night.
Did you really? Oh my gosh, it worked? How'd it look? Uber pixely?
No.
Was it fun? Okay, well, I'm going to stop this video and I'll get back to it once we get it started. So, yeah. And my...
Yeah.
Oh. Or we might not have to do that. Wow, this is the first time I've seen fuzz off this TV in forever. The terrible fuzz that everyone hates.
Oh.
Or not.
Just got it.
Well, at least you know how to get it. Yep.
Are you ready?
I think so. It's not working!
Go to cable tuning, Ronnie. To find the correct channel. Cable.
Well. Oh, something came up.
Add the channels to the actual memory here.
Alright, do we have to switch this thing to like channel 3 or something?
I think it's funny. Channel 3, HBO. Not in about a bazillion years.
Yeah, why is it still not working? Is there a connection wrong with it? The terrible fuzz. TV being funky. Stuff. I don't know. It would help if I could see back there. I have a flashlight bulb. You know I'm taking video, right, Alex? Yes. Yes. What'd you unhook it for? Did you hook it up in the right spot?
Well, it was hooked up to the right spot, but we weren't getting a good picture.
Can you see in there? That light?
Yes, I got it. It was a combination of it not being hooked up well and the selector switch not being set to the actual Commodore.
Of course you would know all this. I don't have a clue about what you're talking about. So, you know.
You know the little switch that you have to flip it on the Atari to make it actually work? Otherwise it gave you fuzzy static.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
That switch wasn't set all the way, that's why it was giving us fuzzy static with a slight picture.
Oh, okay, I see. Oh, by the way, you guys left like the player board thingy from your game last time you were here. Oh.
Are you ready?
I suppose. Can I turn it on?
Yep.
Flipping switch. Erp. Fuzz. Oh gosh. It's, what's that say? 64K RAM system. 389. Is that
one,
2
Ellen.
ones? Basic bytes free ready.
You know how many kilobytes your computer in there runs off of?
How many?
Ronnie? How many kilobytes does her computer have?
Okay, it's a 1 terabyte system, so.
No, we're talking
not
RAM.
RAM. We're
Oh,
talking
RAM.
So
That's
You have
8
gigs of
8
RAM.
gigs of RAM
Okay.
in there.
So, here, we'll start doing this math just as a quick comparison. This was
Okay.
a big deal back in the day, by the way. 68 kilobytes of RAM, that's huge.
Uh-huh.
That was the biggest there ever was in 1982. Unless
There's
you
only
were,
60.
Like, military or supercomputer and whatnot.
Yes.
Okay, so.
Let's see your iPod or phone math here.
8 gigabytes of RAM, right?
Yeah.
Times 1024
Mhm.
gives us megabytes.
Mhm.
That's kilobytes of RAM that your computer has.
Oh God.
8 billion 388,608 kilobytes. And in 1982, 64. That was a shit ton.
64 was something back then.
That was a lot.
And remember,
Wow, okay.
running a system off that, Helen, why don't we just put the 64 kilobytes in your computer?
No! I would not be able to even run Windows 7 on that.
Oh, you could. It would just be terribly, terribly long time to wait.
I would not be able to live with that. Hey, does this have internet?
Yes.
Does it really? Oh, God. What are you doing now?
We could play 2% of your average MP3 song from that memory. 2%.
Oh, God. So that'd be like one note, and then it would, like, go away. Okay, let's start getting some stuff played, because we've been doing 11 minutes without even playing the song so far. Or not, a song, gosh dang it, the system. So we just,
Look at how long it takes to delete things.
it's so,
You want to see something hilarious? Oops.
really? You can delete
I deleted everything.
You're deleting everything.
Now you can begin with the poking of
Wait.
the system.
Ah, where's the, ah! What'd I do? Where's the backspace button?
It's this one.
That does not look like a backspace button.
Welcome to 1982.
No.
The backspace button had barely been invented.
No.
And guess what?
Hello.
Guess what, Helen?
What?
We're in BASIC. This is the operating system.
This is the OS.
This is the OS.
A blue screen is the operating system. This is ridiculous.
Windows 7's come a long way.
You think?
Not even the same company. So you just failed. So, we need our user manual.
User manual. Right here. Well, there's
Now.
2 manuals there.
User manual.
Mm-hmm.
The information to use the user manual.
Oh, God!
See, back in 1982, there wasn't anything like, oh, we're going to use a computer. No, it was, you have to program a computer to use a computer.
Really now?
Ergo, BASIC.
Let's look through some of this.
Better yet, let's go to the programmer's reference guide.
So how do you program it to play a game?
Well, normally, if we were wanting to play a game, we would cram the cartridge in there. But we don't have any cartridges because we just have the system. Or we would load a program from a tape, which we don't have the tape here, or the data set. Or we would load it from a floppy disk drive, which we don't have the floppy disk drive yet either.
Because they're probably all bent and screwed up by now.
No, I have a data set player on the way from eBay.
Oh, okay.
Well, on order anyways, so that's going to help when we get some data sets. But
What are you going to... Let's get on the internet. I want to see the internet.
that's not going to happen.
Why?
This was back before wireless or Ethernet was invented.
Oh, God.
Your option was dial up to the internet,
Oh, God.
which would have had a modem that you plug in right there.
And
which
we don't have.
So do you want to know what we can do?
What can we do?
Back on the Commodore, it was fun because, unlike all modern computers,
Mm-hmm.
we can cram things directly into RAM.
Into what?
RAM.
RAM?
We can literally put bytes into RAM.
Alright. Do it.
Well, what we're going to do here is we are going to I'm going to fill the screen, which is from memory 1024 to that one, 2023, which I just forgot to cram something in here, so I have to hit Shift Insert.
Are we doing maths?
Nope.
No, we're not doing maths.
I'm going to use poke, which says cram something into memory. And then we're going to use the X value, which we're using in this loop. And then we're going to cram value 1, which is the letter A. And then we're going to tell it to do that until it reaches the end of the memory. Are we ready?
Hit enter. Yeah.
Real quick, huh?
Now delete it all. So, the whole screen is filled with A's.
Yes, they are. It's a screen full of A's.
And the word ready randomly shoved in there.
Yes, because BASIC returns the word ready when it's waiting for something else to be crammed in there.
Well, this is lame. Can it play, can it play Modern Warfare 2 or something?
Nope.
Not really.
But a lot of the games on here were the same ones that were ported over to the NES.
Oh, really? So this, even though it had over, what was it, 10,000 games?
A lot of them came over from the NES, and a lot of them were created from here.
Okay, that's cool.
Especially one that was called the Great Gianna Sisters, which was basically a total remake of Super Mario Brothers, just with different characters.
Really?
Yep.
I've never heard of that. Probably because it probably was not very popular at the time, huh?
Actually, it was, but because it was so similar to Super Mario Brothers, Nintendo filed a lawsuit and it was removed off the shelves. So it's actually one of the rarest games for the Commodore.
Okay. So back in the day, this cost what, $300 and some dollars? I think the dude said.
Around $600 when it originally came out.
Oh, okay. So about $600 new when it originally came out. Now it's worth approximately $80 to $100.
Yep.
And yeah, that's.
When we get the data set and games, we can record that.
Yeah, we'll have to do that later. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this little thing from the past, I suppose. You're replacing A's with numbers.
Of course I'm replacing A's with numbers.
And more letters. But, alrighty. I hope you enjoyed the video and our sort of random failing and stuff. And stuff's going to be happening to the screen.
Normally it would.
Normally. Undeft statement error.
Whoops.
Did you type something wrong?
Apparently. Now I'm going to delete some of these A's.
Okay, well, we're going to
That
say good.
theoretically should work.
Okay, well.
There it goes.
Oh, there it goes. Let's see, can you see it? It says goodbye. Endlessly. Endlessly.
Endless goodbyes with a 0 on the end for some reason.
Yes, alright. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and,
Subscribe, rate, and comment.
yes, what he said. Later, guys.